our family exists to expand the kingdom of God. And I think that this is where maybe the nest idea of family, where you're trying to protect the chickies, is different from what it says in Psalm 127, that children are like arrows in the hand of a
Right.
warrior. And I think that you really had a vision for that. Like, okay, we're raising, we're sharpening arrows to destroy the works of the enemy. Like this is
Yes.
this. So when you begin to think about children that way, like, we're building an army. We're not trying to, like, build little chickies so they can live their best life. Like, we don't know. We're here to make sure Satan lives his worst life. Like, we're here
Yes.
to take on that, to push against the boundaries of the kingdom of darkness and bring the kingdom of light into the world. You can do that with a 3-year-old. Like, this was amazing. Like, a lot of this does seem to come down to like a mother's, especially in the case you're describing, like a mother really knowing what she's doing. Like, like you're building an army, and that looks different. It seems like it changes the whole tenor of motherhood when you're describing it that way.
Yeah. Well, it's also like it starts with being willing to give up your body. Like I remember after my third one, I was just like, wow, okay, I'm older than I was the last time I did this. And three is a lot. And, all of that. And just being like, no, like I felt very strongly that it was a 2-year commitment and that it was worth it. I felt like it was worth it to have another prior on the planet, to be another arrow for the kingdom, and that we needed to have. So like I also believe a big part of this is having more than two kids because like it's very hard to convince your kids when you get to like the teen years and stuff to stay a part of things. But it's this synergy of all of us doing things that really keeps people like interested, our own
Right.
kids interested in what the family is doing. And if we just had two kids and mom and dad and one kid are doing things, it'd be so easy to be like, I don't care. It's no big deal. But
Right.
if it's like six people are doing something and I'm not, then it's like, well, hang on.
Totally.
I don't want to miss
The
out.
vortex. Yeah. There's this
Yes.
gravity that the family has that sucks in those kids that otherwise might be too individualistic.
And
Yeah.
it's can be scary as a mom because I think we're nurturing. For me, I highly valued teaching our kids to get along with each other, like having sibling relationships that are going to last. And the idea of the nest where you're just kicking them out, you have this panicky feeling of like, I only have 8 more years. I only have 7 more years. I only have 6 more years. And we have to get it all figured out and everything they have to be like perfectly understanding everything by the time they're 18 because then they're just going to be gone. That's this feeling and I really had to fight that many times because that is the message all around me.
Right.
But I think the Lord helped me fight that with this idea that like we are warriors. They
Yes.
are warriors. They are going to be arrows and like our hands are God's hands and we want him to be able to launch them. And that's the kind of launching I want, not like the nest where the bird does it, but I do want a launching from home base, our missions base, our outpost where the arrows are being launched.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I think we really champion this conversation around family size.